Hello, and welcome to Horror and Monster Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at this 18-inch alien warrior from the movie Aliens by Super7. So let's go ahead and spin around and take a closer look. And here is the warrior out of the packaging, and before we take a close look at him, I wanted to show you an insert that they include, which kind of gives you instructions on how to use it, although there's not really much to know. And then here is the Retro Aliens poster they have on the back. Now again, this is Super7's reimagining of the original 18-inch Kenner figure, the big chap that Kenner released in, I guess it was 79 or so. So this is a reimagining. If they had done the alien warrior from Aliens, what that might have looked like. So this is very much in that original Kenner vein. The thing about this is it's way overpriced for what you get. I picked this up for, I think it was like 69% off. I don't know, it was basically like 50 bucks. And I popped on it then. I wasn't going to pay the, I think it's like 160, 170 bucks they ask for it, because it is basically a cheap Kenner toy that's, yeah, I mean, there's very limited articulation here, so we'll go ahead and look through it. It's very plasticky, obviously. But I mean, it is cool for what it is, and especially for retro guys that like the old school stuff, it is pretty cool. All right, so joints that we have here, we have obviously shoulder movement and full rotation. It does not come up too much though, and it kind of wants to, I feel like there's a spring in there because it wants to kind of pull back down. It's kind of fighting me, but you can get like a cool arms open pose with it. There is also a wrist joint that you can get full rotation out of. But again, this is a very limited figure. We have hip joints, but it is just at a swivel. It does have full rotation, but you're limited on the action poses you can do because the feet are fixed. So you would have, if you set him like this, then you got one foot on the ground and one just partially there. And then we'll look at the back, which has the tail. It is not a wire tail that's fixed, but we do have a joint up here that you can kind of rotate around. And like the old Kenner, it does hang by the tail, although I don't know exactly why you would want to do that, but that's what it does. All right, now that we've gone over the articulation, let's go ahead and take a close look at the figure itself. And I do like the modded head sculpt, and these glow in the dark, which is pretty cool. The coolest feature is they retained the Kenner feature from before, where if you push back here, the jaw opens. Now, one thing that I wish is that the head moves, and mine doesn't. I'm not sure if it's supposed to or not. On mine, it doesn't, but I really feel like, especially since they have a joint here, that they should have made it swivel if it is not intended to. They had a couple other editions for this. One was bronze, and I forgot what I think the other one was maybe like glow in the dark, like a green or something. But this is the black version. And again, it was out, like I think it was released in like 2018 or so. But it is cool for what you get. I would not pay the asking price for it though. In fact, on Big Bad Toy Store, which is where I got this guy, it is still currently deeply discounted. So if you see this and you're interested in picking one up just for nostalgia sake, I would jump on it, because I think that the price it's at now is a fair price. And we'll go ahead and look at the feet. But basically what they have done here is they tweaked the original Big Chap sculpt and made it into the Warrior. So obviously they added features like this and changed the feet and stuff. And the main thing is obviously it doesn't have the dome that Big Chap had, or the skull. But it is pretty light and very plasticky, which you would expect. Again, this is a throwback to days of long ago. When I was a kid, I did not have the Kenner 18-inch. I wish I did, but I never got it. I was kind of more into Star Wars at the time. In fact, I don't even think I saw Alien until early 80s, something like that. Oh Lord, I'm so old. But I do think that this is cool at a lower price point. But again, all that aside, is it cool? Yeah, it's cool. Especially for collectors like me that love action figures, that loved the Kenner line and grew up on limited articulation figures like this. I think it's super cool, and it would look really, really good on somebody's shelf. So as always, feel free to leave any questions or comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And also feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.